Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Man have efficiency, we had yesterday. Now concentration. Most of us get lost in this funny thing called as concentration. Concentration is always about something which is other than the self. You are listening to me with concentration. See, just an example. I know you are not. So, concentration is always about the not self. When it comes to the self, it is self-awareness, not self-concentration. And whenever we give undue importance to the concentration, we will go away from ourselves. And when you go away from yourself, you end up in ignorance, you end up in misery, you end up in fear. Three things. Like, how deep is the space in front of you? I don't know. How much space is above your head? I don't know. How much was the past? I don't know. How much will be the total future? I don't know. Because when we go away from ourselves, we are knowledge. But when we go away from ourselves, we end up in being not knowledge. And therefore I don't know. See? And same is the case about concentration. The distant you are, more you have to concentrate. And as you come nearer to yourself, concentration is dropped and you start remaining aware. When you are concentrating, you are not aware. And when you are aware, you can concentrate better. See the difference? Therefore, concentration falls in the purview of matter and awareness remains in the purview of the spirit, the self. Now, when we have to achieve concentration, what is meant is we should live in utter awareness so that we do not function under the logic of cause and effect. Then we transcend the limitations of the cause and effect and enter the arena of the intuitive understanding. Then only something great can happen in our life. And therefore, it is necessary that we must understand concentration has got limitations. So don't give too much importance to the concentration. See? When we love something, when we like something, do we have to put efforts to concentrate on that topic? It happens naturally because you love something. Like some people love eating. They don't have to concentrate while eating. They are enjoying. And when you are concentrating, you are only concentrating, not enjoying. See? Therefore, don't get lost in this concentration. So we have to achieve the results of concentration. That is what should be the goal of our life. Now, why we want concentration? Like, one child, school student asked me this question. Swamiji, I cannot concentrate. I said, congratulations. You are already in awareness. Said, no, I am not able to study properly. I said, suppose you concentrate, what will happen? You will be able to study properly, is it not? Yes. Then why don't you directly attack that point And you have to study properly. See? Ordinary man and extraordinary man, what is the difference? Ordinary man likes to do whatever he likes. Extraordinary man enjoys whatever he is supposed to do. See the basic difference? So concentration will happen when we become aware, and this awareness is called as remaining aware about your own being as to who you are at a given period of time. Like a newly born baby and newly formed mother. Now that mother is all the time concerned about the child. She is not concentrating on the child because she has developed some kind of proximity in terms of relation, love, etc. In the same manner, if we have to really achieve something in life, what is required is that we are able to relate ourselves in a loving atmosphere. Then alone concentration will start happening without the limitations of concentration. See? And this is indicated in the Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter. Arjuna comes on the battlefield with vengeance and arrogance, two things. Whenever we achieve something only through concentration and not awareness, then that concentration could be destructive. So Arjuna comes on the battlefield with concentration. I have to go and kill those people. Vengeance. There are two sounds going on. I don't know whether I am talking by two mouths.
There's a function upstairs.
Okay, never mind. Kindly listen to me, don't listen to them. So, when we are observing this phenomena, Arjuna comes on the battlefield with vengeance and arrogance. And he is committed to fight the war and kill the Kauravas. Because he was too much concentrating only on that. And when the situation comes, he sees something totally different. And what was the different experience? He doesn't have to fight with the enemies. He has to fight with his own nears and dears. All your concentration disappears. So concentration will take you away. And when you go away, you cannot have inner strength. You cannot have confidence. See, friends. And because of this, he is totally paralyzed. And to that paralytic person, the teacher gives advice. And this advice is that you should be able to achieve the results of concentration if you are aware of what you are at a given period of time. See? So what he was at a given period of time? Was he somebody's father-in-law? Was he somebody's disciple? Was he somebody's grandson? Was he somebody's brother-in-law? No. At that moment on the battlefield, he was merely a warrior. That's it. But when he forgot that he is on the battlefield and he is a warrior, because of this self-forgetfulness, all his concentration, commitment, everything became paralyzed in no time. Contrary to that, Bhagavan Krishna is absolute awareness. And when he is absolute awareness, he is also seeing the same situation, but now with a different eye of wisdom. So when we become aware of two things, what is our position at a given period of time, as to who we are, and then only with that awareness, we will be able to achieve the simple results of concentration. So, first thing, on the battlefield, what should we be? On the battlefield, we are warrior. That's it. In the same manner, in a given situation, who are we? Are we husband 24/7? No. Are we father 24/7? No. We all have to play different roles. And when we are aware that we have to play different roles, in each role we will be able to apply 100%. Because you know this is your role. And all of us have to play different roles in our whole life. In Bombay, there is one Bengali gentleman, great artist. And his one of the presentation is Kabir. He has done many, Kabir, then Vivekananda, then Tulsidas. And his Kabir, the performance I like very much. He is alone on the stage in the attire of Kabir. And he plays the role, the dialogues of almost 15-20 people, only one man. He becomes Kabir, he becomes his father, he becomes his mother, he becomes his friend, he becomes the mullah, he becomes the pandit, he becomes the crowd, everything, only one man. And so many roles he is playing, so effectively. See? And when the whole performance is over, there is a standing ovation. See? Now in these two things, he remained aware as to what role I am playing at this moment, and with that awareness, he is able to deliver the right kind of dialogue in the right kind of tone. See, two things. Imagine he has to say the dialogue of his wife, and he is not aware that after the husband talks, then the wife talks. He forgets. Because his experience is different. Because the husband is the head of the family and the wife is the neck. She decides which direction the head should move. Therefore, when that one man is able to play so many roles effectively, so concentration means we should be effective in our life, is it not? Our concentration is what? Concentration, single pointedness, same words. We take the thread and then cut it and then apply the saliva and make it hard and then take the needle and in the eye of the needle we have to put the thread and with great difficulty and it has not gone. Concentration. Therefore, concentration or single pointedness means freedom to apply our faculty to whatever job we are supposed to do perfectly well. That is what is called as concentration. Concentration is not being serious. Hey, don't disturb. I am concentrating. No, it is not concentration. It is being tense. Concentration is not being tense. See? In one place, they have asked me, in Bombay, all the judges, there was, a kind of a gathering, about 150, 200 judges. The then High Court judge, the Chief High Court judge of Bombay. So he has organized in his house, big bungalow, seaside. And Swamiji tell us something about meditation because we are all in tensions and worries and stress. So something about meditation. Meditation for relieving the stress. I said, okay, let us give a name to this lecture series of 2 days. Do justice to meditation. Because they are all judges. And judges are those who never do justice. They give only judgment. And there is a lot of difference between judgment and justice. Judgment is not justice. So when I was talking to them, I said, first of all, this notion that you have, meditation will help you in removing the stress and strain. It is something like this. One man with a spondylosis and dislocated shoulder joint, he went to the gym and told that gym master, kindly teach me the weightlifting. No, you cannot. Why cannot? I can. Why not? Where should I go? You go to the doctor, not to the gym. In the same manner, meditation is for the healthy people. It is not for unhealthy people. See? Any Tom, Dick and Harry, they want to do meditation. For what? And that is a fashion. Everybody does. This is our Kerala English. Everybody does. Therefore, concentration must be result oriented and results must be success, and you can be successful if your faculties are available to you whenever you want, in whichever direction you want, and whatever length of time you want. When these three things happen, then only the results will be beneficial. Not being tense. So to the judges I was telling, I said, look here. Tensions are essential ingredient of life. Without tensions, we cannot function in life. See? It is something like this. When the examination dates are declared, then the students start studying. Before that, abhi time hai, baad mein dekhe. So there is no tension. So tensions are required. How? Take an example. Suppose somebody is playing, let us take veena or any instrument with a string. Now that instrument or the string must have optimum tension. If there is no optimum tension, if the string is like your cloth, line, can music come out of it? Or if the tension is so much that you touch and turn, broken into pieces. No, you require optimum tension, is it not? So the instrument must have tension, but the one who is playing on the instrument, he should be relaxed. See? So these two things, concentration or the worries or the problems of life, they are necessary ingredient of life. If you don't have any difficulties, if you don't have anything, your life will become so stale. It will be like, breakfast sandwich, lunch sandwich, with the sandwich dinner concludes. In the sandwich there is neither sand nor which. There has to be those who don't have difficulties in life, they are most unfortunate in life. Friends, difficulties are necessary to sharpen our instruments. It is necessary. Otherwise, what is life? Imagine, take the whole Ramayana. According to Valmiki Ramayana, Bhagwan Ramachandra ruled for 11,000 years. Out of 11,000 years, 14 years he has gone to forest. Out of 14 years, 13 years he was in Chitrakoot. No problem. Out of the 1 year, 6 months only Sitaji has gone. Remove this, edited Ramayana. Remove the episode of Ravana from the life of Bhagwan Ramachandra. What is left in the Ramayana? Rama was born, then he got married, and thereafter he lived happily. It is a story like in a school, the children were told, write a story. Story writing competition. Okay, madam, you write and bring. No, you have to write here only in the class. Okay, children ready. I'll say 1, 2, 3, you start, but one condition. Story should not be too long. It should be short, sweet, and it should conclude happily. Don't conclude it miserably, okay? And then she gave the signal, start. Within 2 minutes, one child was over. Hey, what about you? I had finished. So fast you told, right? Short and sweet and a nice story, I finished. So she said, okay, he already won, stop everybody. And he was asked, read your story. He said, there was a man and a woman, first line. They were standing back to back, second line. They started walking, last line. Thereafter they lived happily. This climate of your mind is called as result-oriented instrument. You are relaxed. See? You don't have to listen with all concentration. And then the normal complaint. Swamiji, when we listen to you in the lecture, everything is very clear. The moment we go out, put on our shoes, everything is forgotten. What is the reason? Reason is shoes. Don't put on your shoes, put on somebody else's shoes. That is why in India, when people go to the temple, they go with the old shoe. Because old shoe is our ego. So when you go there, take darshan of the Lord and say, oh Lord, you only told Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mame Kamisharanam Praja, so I am Parityajya. I give up my shoes and see the new one, fresh ego, and walk away. Hey friends, the more you remain aware, things happen. You don't have to struggle. And an awareness part should be given more importance than concentration. See, one of our talk series is the on Amrita Anubhav. The head book is also there. So when we started, that we did in Bombay probably, Mahim. So first day, first lecture, first sentence. Come empty. Don't try to learn anything. Unlearn everything and go empty. And all were so happy. Thank God, now we don't have to worry. That is what is important. See? Spiritual life is not doing something, friends. It is undoing. See? We have been doing so many things. One more thing. Meditation kar rahe. Is it upma? We have to live in meditation. Don't do meditation. When you start doing meditation, thereafter, Swamiji, since I am doing meditation, I got tremendous headache. What should I do? It proves that you have a head. Because we are concentrating. Don't concentrate. Relax. The more you are relaxed, the more you remain aware. And in awareness, when you do the things, they are done without efforts. For the first time, when you people must have learned driving, when you are learning, you hold on to the steering so hard. And then that girl, she stopped the car and she has to get out. And she forgot that she has to leave the steering there. Concentration. Don't concentrate. Relax. So the instrument through which or from which we have to bring out the music must be having a proper tension on it. Without that, the instrument will not bring out the music. And only the instrument will not bring out the music. You require a player also. And only the player also cannot bring out the music. An instrument is also required. Two things. In the same manner, we must be without tension and our mind must be properly tuned. These two things. But we make a hodgepodge out of it and we become tense. And when the tensions overpower us, we are angry with the whole world. One lady in Bombay, it happened. After my lecture, she came and she was so angry, as if she wanted to catch my collar. Therefore, I don't have collar. What is there for you all the time? You tell, be happy, mauj mein raho. Get married and show, be happy. Ram Ram. See, a person who is tense cannot tolerate other people who are happy. घर की बात याद आ गई. You must have seen. See, God has created this world for a time pass. Don't become serious. So, when you have to have time pass, you must have fun. Otherwise, what is there? So, what he does, he brings two opposite poles together. Husband and wife. They are not made for each other. They are mad at each other. Then there is fun. So, the wife is extremely happy-go-lucky. Nothing disturbs her. All the day pan in the mouth. Nothing disturbs. And hubby is all the time perfectionist. See, these two characters when they come together, one is happy-go-lucky, second one is perfectionist. Now these two people keep on fighting on the same issue throughout life. And she doesn't understand why you are worried. And why don't you understand? And it goes on and on and on. In the same manner, if you are relaxed, the whole world is beautiful. You will not be tense. You don't have to concentrate. Things will start happening. Because you are available. When you are tense, you are not available. So, tension on the instrument called as mind, and the one who is playing the music of life through that mind must be relaxed. And the second aspect, how can we be relaxed? Only by one simple thing. We have to remain aware as to what we are at a given period of time. What we are. The problem with Arjuna was this only. He was not afraid of fighting the war. That was his profession. See? Can you imagine that Sachin Tendulkar is afraid of bowling? Whole life he has done nothing except hitting the ball. See? In the same manner, Arjuna has done nothing except fighting the wars, and he was never defeated. So war was not a problem for him. Problem was his identity crisis. And when identity crisis happens, your abilities become totally gone. And with this, you may try to concentrate, you will definitely end up in utter failure. Therefore, to keep the mind in tune, what are the requirements? Mind should not be loose like a swing. To bring out the music, you cannot. It should not be so tense that you touch and it breaks. See? We have got these two extremes. One is alasya. Alasya is laziness. Laziness is no interest in anything. See? Those who want to destroy their life, they should chant this mantra. Anything you have to do, you decide from tomorrow. And if you really want to achieve something in life, right now. So, those who are lazy, their instrument of mind is like the string which is hanging, so that you can put your towel on that. That kind of mind. no inspiration. Let's go for a walk. What is there to go for a walk? There is a road in between and trees around. You can see from here. Anything, no interest. Friend, this is one of the simplest things. Those who can be happy and discover joy in silly things, they alone can be happy in life. We have a surprise. How come, Guptaji, you are happy today? If he is miserable, we are not surprised. It's a standard thing. See, friends. Therefore, let us remain extremely alert. Not nothing of GK kya karenge. And the tragedy is such people don't die. We are here to live, not to die. Recently I was in Kumbh, one lady asked me this question. Probably in Varanasi or somewhere. Swamiji, everything is over in my life. I said, congratulations. Come join sannyas with me. No, not that way. My children are educated, gone, and me and my husband only. So I am now worried about death. I said, don't worry, I promise you will die. No, not that. How should I die? I said, there are many choices. You jump in front of a running train, you electrocute yourself, you hang on the fan, you jump from that running train, or you climb on top of the hill and do suicide. Many varieties. No, I want to know, at the time of death, how can I remember God? This is how Bhagavan says in second chapter, Shruti vipratipannate yada sthasya nischala samadha vachala buddhi tada yogam avapsasi. We have been hearing to Satsang in such a funny, confused manner that we have got moha kalilam, we have got the mud of confusion in our head. We don't think about living, we think about dying. Think about living, not about dying. Anyway, you are going to die, don't worry about it. At the time of death, how I am going to remember the Lord? Are you remembering now? No. What are you doing? Worrying. See, friends. Therefore, one extreme is we are too lazy, our mind is like a swing. Other time we are so tense. मरने के बाद क्या होगा? In one college, I gave a lecture, the 10th or 11th standard students. Now, when you talk to the audience who are students completing their schooling, the language is different, the topic is different. So, I spoke to them for an hour and then question answers. I said, I have been addressing only to the students, so only students are allowed to ask a question. No elderly person should ask any question. Start. And yet, one oldie got up. Swamiji, I said, sit down. I will not answer your question. He got very angry. Old people become insulted and angry for no reason. Because that is the only thing they can do. So he got angry and walked out. I said, who cares? After everything was over, I went to the principal's room. I said, sir, please call that person. He was angry with me. So I will talk to him. He came. And yes, I said, sir, first of all, I extend profuse apologies that I did not reply your question because it was wrongly placed question in the wrong climate, in the wrong place. How do you know what was my question? I said, your question was, what happens after death? How do you know? That was my question. I said, from your face. You are not living. Then I asked him, I said, now I will reply your question. Then I asked him, what do you teach in the school? So according in your language, I will tell you. He said, I teach physics. I said, very good. You have done my job very easy. Then I asked him, see, I am a follower of Hindi movies. So in Hindi movie, there is one song. एक सवाल तुम करो, एक सवाल मैं करूं. हर सवाल का सवाल ही जवाब हो. You ask me one question, I'll ask you another question. So, when you ask a question, my question will be the reply to your question. He said, okay. Then I asked him, when a bulb becomes fused, where the light goes, there you go after death. He started looking at the bulb. Kahan jata hai, kahan jata hai? I said, when you reach there, tell me also. See, friends, we get lost in non-essentials and therefore we become tense, We forget living. And such a person, how can he achieve anything in life? See? So we misunderstand concentration as a high level of worry. That is not the right way. One old man, he asked the same question. Swamiji, you people go away and it is troublesome for us. Last 3 months I have a problem. I said, congratulations, only 3 months problem, no problem is very serious. About death. I am worried about death. I said, don't worry, you will get one. You will definitely die. He said, no, not that way. After I die, what will happen to my wife, my children, my business, my property, my everybody? What will happen? I said, your question is very simple. You ask them. They'll reply. Papa, we are waiting. Go na. We only imagine what will happen to others. Remember one important thing. We are not required in this world. See, you will be relaxed. But we imagine, without me, how the world can move. As if we bring up the children. Parents have got this funny notion. In Delhi, I saw one small man, about 1 feet, 6-7 inches. 35 years. He comes for my lecture. So, and he comes, in the godi of his mama. And in the house, he moves on a tricycle. So small. So, I asked him, I said, hey, how come you are so short? No parents. So I could not grow. What parents do for the children to grow? Every morning get up and pump air and then grow. Relax. So, one is postponement, laziness. Second thing is too much worries. Both these things are extremes. Have a proper tension on your mind. And the proper tension is that you are always available for whatever you are supposed to do effectively and beautifully. That is important. And that can happen if you know your game very well. So we as a player must be relaxed. And mind as an instrument must have optimum tension. Doing these two things together. Awareness plus difficulties or tensions in life together brings out the best result. And that is what is called as an ideal combination in our life. See, if there are no tensions, life becomes stale. You will see, these people who have got affluence, no problems. Most of them, they end up in depression. There is no challenge. Children don't go in depression. They don't have time to go to depression. And old people have only time. अब जी के क्या करेंगे? ना जीने की तमन्ना है, ना मरने का इरादा है. Therefore, we come to the mind now. Now we have to attain optimum tension on the mind and ourselves we remain absolutely relaxed. Now, first, how do we bring required tension on the mind? Yesterday we have seen why our mind is not available to us is because it is exhausted. Exhausted mind is not available. The other day in Bombay, before coming here, I had a very hectic schedule for 1 week. Extremely tiring. And on 11th night, at about 11:30 or 12 o'clock I came from Calcutta. By the time I changed my bag and packed the bag to come over here, it was 2 o'clock. And then I slept, and in the morning, after a little bit of breakfast, one girl was called to do some editing and dictation. I said, hey, come on, do whatever you like. I cannot open my eyes, I have to sleep. When we are too exhausted, mind is not aware. When we are lazy, there is no interest in the mind to do anything. These extremes have to be avoided. Now for that, step number 1. We waste a lot of our energy in 2 channels. One is, we keep on talking to ourselves. Non-stop talking. Try to get in the money. Give it a try. Right away. Stop talking to yourself. Next 2 minutes. Stop. Do this small little thing. When you stop talking to yourself, you can have your own immediate experience. I can't define that experience what it is. But you are at peace with yourself. You are listening to the music, but you are not disturbed. See? Our mind has got 2 aspects. One is, it is a seed of knowledge. This is a mind. The mind tells us. But after seeing or knowing some object, the mind doesn't stop there. The mind starts projecting. This is a girl, you see her, go ahead, no problem. But after that, the mind doesn't stop. This is a girl. Why she has to come exactly at this particular time here? I think it is a divine message. She is meant for me. Who says this? Divine? Our own mind. So this aspect of our mind, perception followed by projection. This projection aspect is the one which takes away sap of life away. Unnecessarily keep on projection. And this is what we do constantly. See, nobody wants to die. So is the case with the mind. Mind doesn't want to die. So for living, what we do, we eat food. Mind also has got food, 3 types: carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Carbohydrate is all the time going in the past, memories. One of the tragic experience that I go through in my life is, if I had not attended somebody's marriage and happened to go to their house, then they will be keeping like Mahabharata, a huge album. Like, you have got Al-Qaeda, album. And Swamiji, you did not come for, marriage, after Dabbu, and this is the thing. Okay, Mama, I'll see that you prepare something. No, I'll explain you. What is there to explain? Is it Bhagavad Gita or what? Then I say, okay. Then I lift up 3. No, you have lifted 2 pages. You can torture to some extent, not so much. And then I also play as, okay, who is this Dumbo? Looks like a kabutar. Swami, that is me. He prays. The mind is surviving only on the diet of the past memories. That is the carbohydrate, bulk. Second thing, the mind survives on the projection and the effort to solve the non-existing problems of the future, called as worries. Worries are nothing but we try to solve those problems which don't exist. Once one NRI from US came to India. We were going to Badrinath. She was a doctor. Swamiji, you have to sit with me and explain everything. These American NRIs think that they are the children of the super god. So I said, okay, I will sit near the window, you sit next to me. I said, anyway, we have no choice, 2 by 2 bus. He said. And then I started, I said, okay, Mama, look, there is a tree, there is a cow, there is a river. Swamiji, you are making fool of me. I said, there is no need, Mama. Americans are anyway dumb, they don't understand. And after some time, when the bus went quite high up, Swamiji, can we change the seats? I said, yes, change the seat. You can go other bus, I'll go in. No, I will sit next to you. And then she was in the aisle seat and I was near the window and I was enjoying. Mama, see that come down, see the river is so deep, it is about 5,000 feet deep here. That is what I want to ask you. Suppose our bus goes down. I didn't reply. Again, Swamiji. Yes. Suppose our bus goes down. Again I didn't reply. She got so wild. Please tell me. Why don't you tell me something? I said, Mama, let it go down. There is no need thereafter. What is the need? Neither there will be a question, nor there will be answer. There will be realization. This is how the mind survives. Either it opens the album or it tries to solve the non-existing problem. This is how the mind survives. See, friends, be very attentive. The other day, we were in Kumbh Mela, and we were traveling on the bridge made out of huge drums. With my friend, I said, please look at the river, Ganges, and tell me what you are seeing. So he saw, and he says, oh yeah, I don't know what to tell. River is river, what is there to see? I said, no, don't be like that. A little bit, see what you are seeing. I don't know. I said, okay, I'll tell you. First, there is one common movement of water which is coming from the origin and going to the sea. There is one common movement. Yes? Yes. Second, there are whirlpools. Do you ever see the whirlpool in a stagnant water? No. In the lake there is no whirlpool. In ocean there is no whirlpool. Only in the moving waters. Clear? Yes. Now what is the movement of water in that? It is centripetal force, is it not? Anything which happens to enter in that whirlpool, it is pulled down and suffering begins. Till you come out of that catch. Now what is there to see? I said, man, come on, apply it in your life. Spiritual life is not taking in mala in the hand, with a, in a bag. And in that bag, there is bidi, machis, money, everything. And it gets entangled and that come up. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bhagavan says, bidi mujhe ko bula raha. That is not devotion. It's a cartoon of devotion. See? I said, look here. We all have this common flow of life. From birth to death. Is common for all. And you and me are those whirlpools. And when we thus get identified with the body, we are pulled by the centripetal force and the samsara begins. Till we are under the catch of that, keep on moving. See? And then what we do? We get tired of it. And we want to get out of that pool. So what we do? We attain body disidentification in deep sleep. In deep sleep, life is flowing from birth towards death. In that, it's a common phenomenon. There is no wheel. There is no identification in the body. There is no tension. There is no achievement. There is no nobody. And when there is nobody, no worries, no tension, no achievement, no failure. And when we come out of the sleep, 5, 6, 7 hours, how fresh we become? What is the secret? Secret is we were in the common flow of life. Like we charge our phone battery, it is charged. In the same manner, if we really want to achieve something great in our life, understand this aspect of the mind, this aspect of life. Therefore, when we get identified with one body, then the past and the future, these are the two diets on the basis of which we survive. And thereafter, in the present. Are we quiet in the present? No. In the present also. We keep on comparing. Try to suspend these three activities of mind. Mind will dissolve in consciousness. Like a wave disappears in the ocean. No past, no future, and no comparison. Mind will start and dissolve. Now the understanding that you are having at this moment is not because of concentration. None of you are tense. You are relaxed. Because you are more and more in awareness. You are not understanding it objectively. It is your subjective experience. And the more we remain subjective, the more efficient we are in life. The more we remain objective, we are only erudite scholars. The words come out from the erudite scholar with all the beauty, but without any meaning behind it. Like the plastic flowers. They look so beautiful that they are not real. In the same manner, the words of the wise men, they carry the meaning. Because they are not coming out of scholarship. They are coming out of experience. See, friends. And when you just start recognizing the working of the mind, then the mind will automatically become quiet. When you become aware of your anger, anger will disappear. When you become aware of your greed, greed will disappear. The only problem we have, we don't live in awareness. It is something like this. in a school classroom, about 30 children. Do you think they'll sit quiet? They're making a lot of noise. And one of the students suddenly says, Miss has come. In the same manner, the moment you become aware, all the poultry farm inside quietness. That's all. Observe the quality of your own mind at this moment. You cannot talk about this quality. You can only experience. The great scriptures and the teachers tell us. The experience is like a dumb man was given some sweet meat to eat, and he was asked, how is the sweet? He has tasted the sweet by his tongue, but can he talk? He will say, Then he was given something salty things to eat. Then he was asked, how is it? He cannot speak in the same manner. This subjective experience cannot be transferred in words. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasa. This is the optimum tension on your mind. You are neither drowsy nor agitated, but available. Now mind is not a problem for you. And you have done nothing. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Atavadanam. You have not done pranayama. You have not done yoga postures. You have not done japa. Only you are remaining aware of the working of the mind. And in this, you can remain 24/7. In concentration, you cannot. Concentration is on one. Awareness is on all. There is one word in Sanskrit called as Ashtavadhan. In our latest modern language, they call it multitasking. As much the ladies can do the multitasking, gents cannot do. Because gents are concentrating. And the ladies are aware. The milk is kept there, then the son is to go to the school, the gas has to be switched off, and then she has to attend the phone also. So many things are going on. It happens in awareness. For a man, his phone is, take it. There the milk has gone out of the house. Oh, because concentration. See. So don't give undue importance to concentration. You must have seen in yoga there is one of the techniques they take, and the technique is called as the Trataka. In Trataka, they teach you how to concentrate and destroy you for life. Never do that Trataka. Those who practice Tratak, their eyes are very frightening. You don't feel comfortable when they look at you. They are too objective, too matter oriented, too strong personalities. There is no depth in their vision. If you want to see the depth in the vision, see even a photograph of Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi. There is a depth in his eyes. And those who are following this path, they have got such a vision. Because concentration. Concentration takes you away from yourself. Remain more and more in awareness. You will be relaxed, but not lazy. You will be relaxed, but not dull. You will not be agitated, and the mind will be always aware. Then we will not be the victim of mood. Why don't you study mood? Nahi hai. Those who function under the load of mood, they are mood. The spelling of mood and mood is the same. M-O-O-D. Again Kerala spelling. In Kerala they don't have M-O-O-D. This is M-O-O-D. Muda. If it is Tamil, Muda. And they add H. Andhra. Andhra don't say H. H. P-H-D. So, M-O-O-D-H. Mood. We are proud of our being moody. This is mood. The mind is our servant, or we are the servant of the mind. Mind should be available to us. And this all can happen when we start remaining aware more and more about all the functioning of our system. Our condition is like a person who knows driving but doesn't know what is below the bonnet. Once one Shankaracharya somewhere was going, this happened a few days before, and their car stopped. So, in India, the highest science is called a Jugaad science, Jugaad technology. So that boy was called, "Arey bhai, dekho kya ho gaya?" He gave all, terrible clothes and all that. Hello. He went to one store. Shuru karo. Start. How much? 100 rupees. So Shankaracharya told him, "You only hit one stone and you are charging 100 rupees. He said, "Where to hit? To know that it is 99 rupees. Stone hitting is 1 rupee." How intelligent, In the same manner, do we know what is happening inside the bonnet? We only complain. We only are frustrated. And we want to achieve. We look at others. He is sitting for meditation. Competition between husband and wife, will tell you. I don't tell always lies. This happened at Mahabaleshwar in India. I was waiting for my car to get the petrol. I said, "Yeah, you go to petrol pump. I'll stand near the tree. Very comfortable." One couple came. That lady was coming for the lecture. Her husband never came. So I don't know why did I say. Many times I say and I regret afterwards. I said, "Mama, why do you torture my Bhole Baba?" I said like that. "Swamiji, did he come and tell you?" I said, "No, he didn't. I don't know also." And then she started. "Swamiji, he is very bad." I said, "I agree with you. What else can you do?" He does meditation alone. Now what can you do? See, at least he could laugh. I could not laugh even. It was so tragic. He does meditation alone. And he doesn't do meditation with me. So I was keeping quiet. Then, he wakes up early in the morning at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. And 3 to 6, 3 hours he does meditation. And I wake up at 6 o'clock. And then he goes to work. He is a doctor. He goes to his clinic. And then I have to attend all the phones and I cannot do meditation. Is it right? I said, it is not right. Then I said, now you decide what is to be done. What can I tell you? Is meditation a competition? It is your all by yourself. Don't compare, don't complain, work with your own mind. One of the biggest spiritual practices, we work by the mind, work on the mind. Don't work by the mind. And all the spiritual practices, whether it is karma, yoga, bhakti or jnana, karma, meditation, devotion or knowledge, all of them are meant to work on the mind, not work by the mind. And what is that we have to work on the mind? Only one thing. Samatvam yoga uchyate. The equanimity of the mind must be maintained. The optimum tension on our mind is this. Let our mind remain equanimous under all conditions. Then only that equanimous mind is available for any job, for any length of time you require. But instead of that, we make that mind miserable. Do japa, how you do japa? And then we torture that mind. They say, by chanting the Lord's name, you are saved. But they don't tell who is saved. You know, the devotees go to the Babajis. Maharaji, kuch jap do, kuch jap ka jap do, kuch mantra do. Okay. And when the Babaji knows that this is the special, he is going to eat your remaining head. So, beta, you are someone special to me. So I give you a Maha mantra. Kali Santarana Upanishad mantra. Don't tell anybody. And in the mantra, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare. In this manner, do 36 malas per day. You will be taken away in Saket. Really? Not that. Real Saket. And then that mantra, long mantra, 36 malas, impossible. Then we start doing SMS of the mantra. JSK. What is the Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Sri Krishna? And this big cartoon. But by this, the Mahatma is protected. Next time that devotee comes, beta, jab kaisa chal raha? This is how it is. Instead of that, work on your mind, not by the mind. When you are chanting the Lord's name, again work. Whether your mind is working properly or your mind is becoming more destroyed. So when you become aware of this, when we chant our mantra, what is happening in the mind? Whether it is Microsoft or Apple, all of them have learned only from the mind. Because we do the same thing. One window, Om Bhurgu Swaha Tasariturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona. Second window. अभी कपड़े धोए दिए, कपड़े धोने के लिए पानी चाहिए, पानी कब आएगा? Third window. खाने का क्या बंदोबस्त है? At a time, 5-6 windows are open. And more the number of windows open, slower becomes the process. Because the RAM is not there, DAM is there. This I learned not from books. First time when I was given this Gayatri mantra, we were told, chant Gayatri mantra 11 times. But I was thinking myself to be wise than the Guru. Everybody is happening there. And why only 11 times? I can do 108 times. The mala is 108 times. And I started. Om Bhurvu Swaha Tasavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodayada. एक ही हुआ है ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. ओम slowly the speed increases. ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न. Ultimately, ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः. At that time, at a time, there used to be 3-4 windows open. And it continued for 6 months, not a day or two. One day it clicked. I said, what nonsense I am doing? This is not the way. Then that day I stopped chanting Gayatri for good. I said, I will never chant Gayatri. Because it is me who has spoiled my mind. Because I have trained my mind. That when you are chanting Gayatri mantra, open windows. So the mind says, okay. Default. And the day I stopped chanting Gayatri mantra, mind remained quiet.
Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru